guys, Bibi Shadig, Emerald Ambassador with Plexus and registered nurse. And I wanted to come here and talk to you about chromium and to tell you why after 5.5 years, I'm still drinking this pink drink every single day. First of all, let's just put it out there that talking about chromium is not easy because most people don't really understand what it does. We all know about our minerals. You know about iron. We know about magnesium, zinc, but nobody really understands what this trace essential mineral does. So let's just put it out there that a lot of people just out of ignorance don't know why you need it. They're like, I'm fine. The other thing is that some people assume if you take a chromium supplement, it's because you have some kind of huge metabolic issue like diabetes. Well, that could be the case, but the problem is not just diabetes. The problem is that 1 out of 5 Americans, 1 out of 5 has a form of metabolic syndrome. And by having a metabolic syndrome, I'm talking about anything from like PCOS to elevated blood sugars, diabetes, pre-diabetes. So it really could be as small as an energy deficiency that leaves you very, very fatigued. Something that's hiding in hormonal issues and they really can't figure out what it is. And it's just be insulin resistance. The problem with this is that a lot of cardiovascular risk factors are set or started in some kind of form of insulin resistance. So anyways, having said that, I want to just share a little bit about what chromium does and why we need it. So the primary role and function of chromium is supporting healthy blood sugars in the body, just supporting healthy blood sugars. And it does it by facilitating essentially the intake, the uptake of glucose from your bloodstream into the cells. When that process is happening very efficiently, we have sustained energy and we have balanced blood sugars and really things are going really great. When that is not happening, we usually have symptoms that something is wrong. Like I said earlier, it could be as simple as just chronic fatigue. Doesn't matter how much I sleep, I always need a nap. It doesn't matter how healthy I eat and exercise, I still can lose this weight. So by influencing that transport and improving that transport into the cells, chromium really supports healthy glucose metabolism. This trace mineral is really, really important. So one of the things that people don't understand is that when blood sugars stay elevated in the bloodstream and they don't get removed efficiently, and remember who removes them? Insulin. Insulin is the transport. Picks it up here, takes it somewhere. When that doesn't happen, it can cause harm to the vessels. And as a matter of fact, we know now, we didn't know this 20 years ago. We may not have even known this for sure 10 years ago, but we know now that high blood sugars, spikes in blood sugars can cause more damage to the lining of our vessels than high cholesterol will ever do. And we know now that elevated blood sugars are a precursor to high blood pressure, okay? High cholesterol. A lot of things go wrong when the metabolism of glucose, sugars, is impaired in our bodies. So let's just leave it at that. Do you want to know why the body is in such a hurry to pick up that glucose out of the vessel? Because it's harmful. And understanding inflammation is important, but we don't have the time to talk about that today. But I want you to understand how the body takes it out of the bloodstream. So there's a mechanism by which insulin just removes, right? It's like, okay, I'm the carrier. I'm taking this excess glucose out of here. We'll use it for energy. So when that happens, it gets stored in the liver as glycogen. And the problem with this is that the liver has a limited supply. And if you're continuously having your body in overdrive, that means you're eating like crap. You eat high blood sugar foods all the time, high glycemic index, a lot of simple carbs, and even fruit that is really high in sugar. And that is the primary source of your energy. The stores in the liver kind of filled up. And now the body has to actually move into a different storing mode, and it stores that glucose as fat in your fat cells, and it causes essentially, fat belly. You start accumulating fat, and I'm not going to go in details, but metabolic fat has a look. Google it. Just look, metabolic fat weight gain. And a lot of people don't understand that it's like there is a problem with metabolism of glucose if this is the way you gain weight. So I want you to understand that chromium is needed for a healthy glucose metabolism, and a chromium supplementation is necessary. If you have cells and your body uses insulin to carry that glucose into the cells, this is a great support system for anyone who is super healthy or someone who is struggling. So it is for every freaking body. It's for everybody, you guys. It is so important. So I won't stop taking a chromium supplement because it's made a huge difference in my lipid profile, my sugars, and my energy levels. Those are my kids going nuts out there. So not all chromium supplements are created equal. So why did you need chromium polynicotinate instead of, other chromiums? Polynicotinate is chromium and vitamin B3. It binds together, not a chemistry lesson, but what it does, it makes it more bioavailable and easily absorbed. And also it makes it, if there's an excess of chromium, it doesn't compound, you don't store it, you easily excrete it, okay? So now you know why this trace mineral is so very important, and now you understand why we need to supplement, and now you understand that 1 in 5 Americans have a metabolic syndrome, and you understand that metabolic syndrome a lot of times leads to cardiovascular disease, or increases your risk factors for cardiovascular disease. Also, you now know, because I'm going to tell you, that 40% of their people in their 60s to 70s have a metabolic syndrome. So there's a big bulk. Share this video with someone. Let me know if you have any questions. That's what I'm here for. So thanks for listening.